Yo, still bills was the digital, man. Yo, I'm heading to work, man. I ain't even got my drop my daughter off. I'm just heading straight to the plantation, man. But peep game though, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I think I'm most excited about this Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall fight, man, and the undercard, the co-main. Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall, and then the co-main with the Alicia and Michaela Mayer. I don't think there's no fight I'm excited. I'm more excited to see than this. I think I'm more hyped. I'm way more hyped than that for the Canelo and Golovkin rematch, the trilogy. I genuinely cannot wait, man. I'm looking at some of the shit that just the barking back and forth between both of those fights. Savannah Marshall and Claressa Shields and Alicia and motherfucking Michaela. I cannot wait, bro. I think Claressa Shields is a little out of pocket with some of the shit that she's saying. She wish she was black and all that shit. It's like, all right, shorty, like, come on, man. Like, I don't get the sense of like, oh man, I want to be black, you know. I don't get that, the Krayshawn and V Nasty vibes from fucking Savannah Marshall. She seems like she's proud of her heritage. She seems like she's a proud, I think she's a Brit. She's a proud Brit. If she's not a Brit, a proud Euro girl. I haven't noticed that from her. Oh, she want to be black. She talking like, you know, she want to be one of the black Brits or one of the Jamaican Brits or something like that. No, I don't get that from her. I don't get that from her at all, man. I don't know, man. And Claressa is just, I don't know. I don't know if it's aggravation. I don't know if it's nerves. She just kind of seems a little bit like out of pocket with some of the shit that she says, man. I don't know. I don't know how to pinpoint it, man. Because you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, she nervous. Look how she acting." Look, I don't always think it's nerves. I don't always think it's nerves. Sometimes it's just, I just really don't like you, bro. Like, I don't fuck with you. Like, you's a cold bitch. I think it's that. I genuinely think it's that. You know, she called it, and she's a bitch, dog. Like, I don't like her. You dig? And I think it really aggravates her that she keeps, gnawing at that one loss that one stain that she has on her resume. She keeps, pawing at that and scratching at that. I think that shit is really bothering her. Not because it's like, yo, I gotta face this girl again. And I don't think it's that. It could be, but I don't think it's that. I just think, some people they know what it is. You dig? I don't think there's no fight in women's boxing since the Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano bout. I don't think there's no fight in women's boxing that's as big as this. And that would include Alicia and Michaela Mayer. I think this is the bigger fight, honestly. I think this is the bigger fight. I think Savannah is this. I think she's like, yo, I think she has a problem with that quote shit. And to her credit, she's not the only one who has a problem with that. I got homeboys who's like, yo, I don't fuck with that shit, bro. Like, when you say the greatest one, you can say the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Like, when we say, like, when we call Ali the GOAT, we don't say, oh, he's the greatest man or human being of all time. No, it's like, yo, this is my era, this is my sanctuary right here, and I can't be fucked with in here. That's what it's saying. When you say the greatest woman of all time, and my man brung this to light to me. Shout out my nigga, the bro Antoine. He was like, bro, you look at all the women that we've you mean tell me you greater than Sojourner Truth or Harriet Tubman or a Queen Nzinga or something like that, or goddamn Fatima Fatwa. You're better than these women. You're more dominant in your sport than the likes of Serena Williams. You're more dominant in your profession than like who else could we point out to, man? It's a multitude of women, but to say you're the greatest woman, that doesn't just cover the sports world. That doesn't just cover athletes. You got to think of what type of monumental women that we've had, your Madam C.J. Walkers and your Ida B. Wells, and, you know, people of that nature, man. People who have really made pivotal steps to, you know, forward, push society forward, man. And you go, the woke shit is what really rubs people the wrong way. The greatest woman of all time, which I mean, I've never took issue with it, like, but I can understand why, you know, it bothers a lot of other people, and particularly women, because it's like, what makes you better than me? Like, why are you the goat? Why are you the quote? And you know, she did say that about that. You know, she definitely did bring that up. I think that bothers her. So I think that's all the ingredients necessary to make this shit an explosive bout, man. And I'm honestly, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for this fight. Those two fights in particular. I know they're stacking the undercard. It's just gonna be a straight up and down. It's gonna be a spectacular night for women's boxing. A spectacular night, man. They keep pushing the envelope forward on women's boxing. I love it. I love it. The goal should be to get more fights like Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano, man. I was screaming at the top of my lungs watching that fight. I was out of my mind watching that fight. The electricity in the crowd translated through the TV into me. I was lit like, nigga. Oh, yo, they brawling right now. It definitely lived up to the hype, and I think I don't think that Claressa Shields is gonna be able to stick to the slick outside boxing that she normally does, because I think Savannah's gonna bring it to her, and she's gonna have to be able to respond to that. She's gonna have to be able to be more defensively responsible on the inside. Let her hands go, but you know what I'm saying, still be, you know, let your hands go, but get your hands back home before, you know, Savannah can counter you. You dig? Get off them combinations, you know, 3 and 4 punch combinations, and get your hands back home to protect yourself. Even though that's gonna open her up to get countered by one of them devil. Oh my goodness. I ain't gonna get no breakdown just yet. I'm gonna wait till around about the time that I think it's gonna happen, man. But I'm real excited about this fight, man. This fight and Alicia Baumgardner and Michaela Mayer, man, they keep swapping jabs at each other over Twitter and social media. They just do, like, I don't fuck with you. Like, that's just to get down between the two of them girls, man. Like, I don't like that bitch. I'm gonna knock that bitch out. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, this is what we on. And when they get in the ring, it's gonna be fireworks, bro. I think this shit is like, if we get that type of atmosphere for these fights, man, I think that right there, on top of what Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano were able to do a couple of months ago, that is gonna really be, I think that may rocket propel women's boxing to where we can start getting bigger purses with them. I just don't want it to get to a point where it becomes more about politics in a bag, more so than the legacy and giving us the fights that we want. Because that would, you know, that's why I was so dope to watch. You know, they wouldn't. Katie Taylor don't give a fuck. She's one of my favorite fighters to watch. That is a bad motherfucker. Alicia Baumgardner is another one. You did, like, those are some of my favorite females to watch. They get busy in there, man. They get busy. I love watching Natasha Jonas too, man. I mean, Marlena Esparza. I love watching them. I love watching them fight, man. I don't know. It's just, they're dope. They're dope. Even Claressa Shields, I think she's dope as well. I don't like some of the shit that she does. I don't like the challenging of men, because that, you know, that puts men in a fucking in a goofy spot, because it's like, yo, how would I look if I said I'll knock you the fuck out and you can come to the gym and get work with me if you want to? You know what I'm saying? She's talking about she can beat dudes who have prolific knockout records and high knockout percentages, and it's like, shorty, you got 2 knockouts on your resume, which isn't bad or whatever, but you know, there's chicks finding a way past your punches to land something significant on you. You're not keeping no Keith Thurman or no Sean Porter, and damn sure not no Sergey Kovalev, at the mercy of your jab and your straight punches. They gonna walk through that and eat you the fuck up. That's the only thing. That's the main thing that I don't like about Claressa Shields. But other than that, she's dope. She's just a phenomenal fighter. But I think with these two fights, on top of what Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano just did a couple months ago, that is going to really rack and propel women's boxing to where it's more eyes, it's more eyes coming to the coming to that sector of the sport. We'll possibly start getting 3-minute rounds between them, and 12 3-minute rounds with them. We'll just start getting a host of other shit that could be like, all right, cool, now it's an even playing field. Now see that 1 extra minute, those 2 extra rounds to make this 6 minutes of hell, and like, yo, they're asking for that. They're asking for that. In MMA, they go the same. They go 5-minute rounds. Female women's MMA, they go 5-minute rounds. 5-minute rounds. You dig? But even, it's 5-minute rounds, but it's only 5 rounds. And the punishment is being distributed through all, your entire body. You dig? In boxing, it's only relegated to the head and the body. And the woman's body is, without a woman's body, there's no existence. The human population would, plummet as we know it. So I think they're a little bit more precautious on that from that paradigm, and I understand it. But these women also, they want 3-minute rounds, and I think that shit that they should be put into these contracts. I want to go 12 3-minute rounds. I love it. I love it, man. I think it's about time we stop, they can take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? They can take care of themselves. They know what it is they're getting into. They know all the dangers that come along with the sport. A body shot from us, or us men getting hit in the body, it isn't as, we don't cultivate the seed in our womb. You know what I'm saying? We're not growing a baby in our belly, so a shot on the gut, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor or nothing like that. But could that fuck up a woman's ability to reproduce? I don't know. You dig? But all I know is they can take care of themselves. They know what they're getting into. So fuck it. I just want to see them do the damn thing, man. I want it to be an even playing field. I want it to be equal. I want them to be able to have bigger, bigger paydays than they're getting now. I don't want them to just be able to get all right, cool, yeah, $1 million right here and $1 million there. Like, nah. And that's for a big fight. But all the other fights, you're getting 300,000 and 400,000. Like, nah. You put your life on the line just as well as the men do. So I want them to be properly compensated as well. And I think if this fight, if these two, I know for a fact Alicia and Michaela is gonna live up to. I know that's gonna live up to the hype. I know that's gonna live up to the hype, because not Michaela, but Alicia goes for it. She goes for it. The minute she has you hurt, she's going for the kill. She doesn't have no problem stepping in behind the jab to those, hook off them straights. I dig that. Claressa isn't. Well, no, she does, because she mixes it up on the inside. But I fear what's gonna happen when she feels the power of Savannah Marshall. I don't want that to, win the fight most definitely. Win the fight most definitely. But I think with this fight, because you're having an all-female undercard, it's important that you really overachieve in this fight. And I think she's gonna do it, but I just, I want her to also have that in mind. Like, win the fight most definitely, but overachieve as well. You got to find that gray area where you can operate at, to where you're safe, and you're safe, and you're not at risk of losing the fight. If you're winning the fight, you're not at risk of losing the fight. But even though you're playing right into her hand. You rip into the body, you ripping 5 and 6 and 7 punch combinations, you dig? But because she can't see the shots coming, you're able to get out. You're able to safely step in and go to work, and then be out by the time she's ready to throw something back. That's all I want. You dig? So I can't fucking wait for this fight, man. I can't wait. 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 I want to see this shit. I want to see this whole fucking card. If it's pay-per-view, I'm ordering it because it's on Sky. I don't think I have Sky, but I think Sky Sport, I can get that through the ESPN app. So I'm definitely getting that. Oh shit! I thought I gave that joint back. Oh my bad, I'll give it back today. But yeah, man. All right, cool. Yeah. My man is sending me text messages. But yeah, man. I can't wait, man. I just wanted to get on here and talk about that fight because I think it. The shit is just really heating up between both of these fighters. I don't know I don't know the other 2 and 3 fights that they're gonna have on the card, but I heard Natasha Jonas is gonna be on this card as well. I'm not too sure. All I know is Michaela Merritt versus Alicia Bell Gardner is a co-main, and the main is Savannah and Clarissa. And I can't wait for that shit, man. I think that's gonna be a dope look for women's boxing, man. So I'll definitely be tapped in. I'll do a breakdown on both of them around about next month or so. Yeah, I might not even be able to wait that long, but I'll do a breakdown on them pretty soon. And yeah, go from there. And yeah, at this point I'm rambling. Y'all know what I'm saying, man. I just got into work. I gotta drive back out to Lincoln, do the damn thing. So that's what the fuck I'm about to do. Don't forget my headset and my headphones or whatever when I'm working. But yeah, man. Alicia versus Michaela, Clarissa versus Savannah. September 20th, I want to say. I'm tapped in. I cannot wait to see that shit, man. So that's all I got to say about it. I'm out of here. Deuces.